Unconfirmed reports suggest that Russia has mobilized approximately 280 air defense units in anticipation of the May 9th Victory Day parade in Moscow. Additional systems are said to have been brought in from regions such as Kazan and Grozny, including advanced assets like the Don-2N and Nebo-M radar systems, S-400 missile batteries, and Pantsir-S-1 and Tor-M2 systems reportedly positioned on rooftops across the capital. If accurate, this unprecedented show of force could indicate a heightened state of alert or outright panic within Russia's defense circles. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Ukraine cannot guarantee the safety of foreign officials planning to attend Russia's Victory Day parade in Moscow on May 9th, warning that any incidents on Russian territory fall solely under the Kremlin's control. Our position is very simple for all countries traveling to Russia on May 9th. We cannot be held responsible for what happens on the territory of the Russian Federation, Zelensky said during a briefing with journalists. They are responsible for your safety. We will not provide any guarantees because we do not know what Russia might do on those dates. Zelensky cautioned that Russia could orchestrate provocations, including arsons, explosions, or other actions, and then attempt to blame Ukraine. He said Kyiv has advised visiting delegations accordingly. Russian President Vladimir Putin's government has reportedly invited numerous foreign leaders to attend commemorative events marking the 80th anniversary of the Soviet Union's victory over Nazi Germany. Among the invited guests are leaders from EU member Slovakia, EU candidate Serbia, as well as China, India, and Brazil. But two European allies of Russian President Vladimir Putin have fallen ill, according to reports, days before they were set to attend a Victory Day parade in Moscow. Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić and Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico have had their trips to Russia questioned amid reported health scares. Fico, on the other hand, has rejected media reports that he is unwell. Slovak media began questioning his health after he canceled a week's worth of events and appearances. Fico has said he is not changing his plans to visit Moscow on May 9th for the parade, but we will see soon. Operators of the 103rd Territorial Defense Brigade Kryla do Pekla struck 3 Russian artillery pieces, a truck carrying troops, and a quad bike. The 103rd Territorial Defense Brigade is a unit of Ukraine's territorial defense forces formed as part of the country's rapid mobilization following Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022. Based in the Lviv region, the brigade consists primarily of local volunteers trained for defense, reconnaissance, and support roles. Over time, the 103rd has gained frontline experience and played a critical role in reinforcing regular army units, particularly during operations in eastern Ukraine. Their adaptability and commitment have made them a symbol of grassroots resistance and national resilience. On the Pokrovsk front, Ukraine's National Guard units stormed and captured a Russian position, with fire support from an armored personnel carrier. As of early May 2025, the Pokrovsk front in eastern Ukraine remains a focal point of intense military activity. Despite Russian President Vladimir Putin's announcement of a 3-day ceasefire from May 8th to 10th to commemorate the 80th anniversary of World War II's end, Ukrainian military reports indicate an escalation in combat operations, particularly targeting the Pokrovsk direction. Pokrovsk, a strategic logistics hub in the Donetsk region, has been under sustained assault as Russian forces aim to gain full control of the area. However, Ukrainian resistance has been effective in slowing Russian advances. Ukrainian forces have reportedly reclaimed 115 positions in April, utilizing active defense tactics and an increased deployment of domestically produced long-range drones to strike Russian military facilities. Ukrainian steel border guards discovered a hidden Russian fortification near the border and destroyed 2 Russian shelters with precise FPV drone strikes. The Steel Border Brigade, officially known as the 15th Mobile Border Guard Detachment, is a frontline assault unit within Ukraine's State Border Guard Service. Established in early 2023 as part of the Offensive Guard Initiative, it comprises seasoned fighters from battles in Azovstal, Lyman, and Bakhmut. Equipped with artillery, drones, and man-pads, the brigade has been pivotal in operations across Sumy, Kharkiv, and Donetsk regions, earning recognition for its resilience and effectiveness. They can't be serious. This is for the official X account of the White House. Happy May the 4th to all, including the radical left lunatics who are fighting so hard to bring Sith lords, murderers, drug lords, dangerous prisoners, and well-known MS-13 gang members back into our galaxy. You're not the rebellion, you're the empire. May the 4th be with you. Trump on peace deal for Ukraine. We're close with one side, not so much with the other. He admits hatred runs deep between Zelensky, Putin, and their generals, but says, I think we have a very good chance to make it happen.
You just signed a minerals deal with Ukraine. It's a sign, it seems, that the United States is invested in Ukraine's future. The Secretary of State told me this is a very critical week. Are you any closer to reaching a peace agreement between Ukraine and Russia?
I hope so.
How would you characterize
I do believe we're closer with one party and maybe not as close with the other, but we'll have to see. I'd like to not say which one we're closer to, but we did do a deal for the American people that was good. We were able to get rare earth. You know, the Europeans are getting paid back. They have a loan. We didn't. Biden just gave him $350 billion. He has no idea where the money is, what happened. And at least we'll, in one form or another, get our, I don't feel so foolish. And remember this is Biden's war. This was a war that was never going to happen if I were president. This is a horrible, horrible war. And I get to see shots of soldiers through, satellite that are just so terrible. 5,000 soldiers are being, 5,000 soldiers a week on average are dying. They're not American soldiers, but I want to solve the problem. They're Russian soldiers and they're Ukrainian soldiers. And if I can save 5,000 souls, I just love doing it.
How long do you give both countries before you're going to walk away?
Well, there'll be a time when I will say, okay, keep going, keep being stupid.
When does that come? Are you close to it?
Sometimes I get close to it and then positive things happen, okay?
What's the red line for you? At what point do you say, that's it, we're walking away?
Well, you'll know. I mean, there'll be a time when I may say that. And if I do, there may be something I can't, maybe it's not possible to do. There's tremendous hatred, just so you understand. Krista, we're talking tremendous hatred between these two men and between, some of the soldiers, frankly, between the generals. They've been fighting hard for 3 years. I think we have a very good chance of doing it.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. He's doing the job every day.